episode 125.
Are you ready to take your eBay business to the next level? Then hold on, because Ron and Ali are going to take you into the fast lane with the latest tips and insights from some of the biggest and most successful sellers here on the So You Want to Sell on eBay podcast.
Welcome once again to another episode of So You Want to Sell on eBay. I'm Ron LeBeau.
And I'm Ali Young.
Hey, everyone. We have with us today from Dallas, Texas, Barbara Colson. Barbara, how you doing today?
I'm great.
Well, we're glad to have you. I'm doing really well here in St. Louis. Ali, how you doing in Thailand, my friend?
I like the way you put my friend, and you always ask me that question, Ron. It's very kind of you. I'm doing absolutely marvelous. I hear tomorrow.
Notice I don't say my friend on the weeks you don't pay me, though.
No, I know. You're doing well, Ron. Thank you. Yes, we'll edit that out later. But I'm doing great. Thanks, Barbara, for joining us. This is going to be fun.
Yes, it sure is. So Barbara's been selling on eBay for 6 years, and she grew up with picking and sourcing in her blood. She loves selling vintage items and connecting people with pieces of their past, but sells a little bit of everything. She runs a Facebook page for sellers that love vintage, and other than eBay, she loves making quilts, singing, and playing the piano.
Can you do all of those things at the same time?
No, but I have been called the queen of multitasking.
Oh, wow. I suppose
awesome.
you have to. I mean, if you're going to play the piano, I suppose you could play the piano and sing, but making a quilt, it gets a little bit complicated, doesn't it?
Yeah, and my eBay life is...
Unless you have really talented toes.
That's it, exactly. So, excellent. So you've been on eBay for 6 years?
Yes.
Nice. And and you like picking and sourcing. That's in your blood, is it?
Yes, my dad, growing up, I think my dad was a picker before there were pickers.
Oh,
because
wow.
he would drive along the road, and we would be out for a drive, and he would see a car parked or an air conditioner broken down on the side of the road, and he would get it and put it in the car, much to my mother's dismay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he would take it home and fix it and sell it, or keep it for parts if somebody had something that broke down and they needed that part.
Yeah.
Wow, that's one of the original pickers.
Wow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It is.
And I'm looking in your eBay store, Colson's Collectibles, and I'm telling you, you've got a wide variety. And not only that, the other thing that I noticed really is your pictures, man. You do a really fine job of taking good pictures. Tell us a little bit about that. What do you have set up for your pictures?
Actually, it's just my iPhone, and all the picture credit is mostly goes to my husband.
He's not here. You don't have to give him credit.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, he's never going to listen.
He'll never listen to this episode.
My husband does most of the picture taking for me.
Well, he does a really fine job.
Thank you. I'll tell him that.
The thing I like about it, is that black background. So when you put that thing on that black background, to me, it sort of just pops it out a bit. It sort of takes the attention to that sort of image.
Thank you. That's something new we were trying, was the black background. I was so used to using white.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a testimony to the quality of the phones we're using these days, right? I mean, back in the day when people would start selling on eBay, they had really old, the cameras weren't that great of quality, and now you can take pictures with your phone and do all this. It's really pretty cool.
Yeah, and eBay gives us the editing things in eBay to, if we want to zoom in on something or crop something or turn it. And they give us all kinds of options to use, and I take advantage of that too.
Definitely. I mean, they make it, and that, to be honest, that's the most important thing, really, is the picture, because that's what people are looking at to buy the product. It's amazing how many times that we get contacted, or people tell us on the show that people don't really read the descriptions that much. It's mainly they see the image, and that's what they go with.
Well, I believe you should take a picture as if you don't have a description and write a title as if you don't have your pictures.
Nice.
Yes, that's well said, man. That's one for the show notes. And I'll tell you, the other thing is you're not afraid to take multiple pictures. You know, sometimes people say, you know, they take a picture of a mug, like the face of a mug. I'm on your one of the Winnie the Pooh Tigger Owl 3D coffee mug cups. And yeah, you got a lot of pictures, which is really awesome because it leaves nothing to guesswork, you know, which is really cool for you.
We get very few returns for item not as described because we take a lot of pictures and I use a lot of the item specifics. I fill those in as much as I can. Sometimes I add item specifics if they're not there.
Yep. Trust you to find the Winnie the Pooh item, Ron. I mean, I'm looking at men's belt buckles here and you're on Winnie the Pooh.
Dude, I've still got 3 little kids.
Oh, right.
We're
He's going to buy something
worlds.
from you here, Barbara. Be careful, you know. He'll want a special deal. He always does that. So let's talk about the products then. So where you're doing this picking and stuff, but I mean, you've got such a variety here. Like you got from cookery books to belt buckles. So, I mean, do you just see something and it sort of pops out at you, or do you sort of know that it's going to be a good seller or something?
Well, my husband and I kind of work as a team. He likes to go to thrift stores and garage sales, and I have some back problems, so I don't do the thrift stores as much because I don't typically have a place where I can sit down if I need to.
Yep.
So I go to estate sales because there's always a chair or a sofa or a bed that I can sit down and stretch my back if I need to.
A bed? That's awesome.
Wow.
Wow, they have beds. You Americans have got it well cool, haven't you? Just lie there. Yeah, $20 on that item over there, please.
You know, the funny thing about that is Ali is not sure what an estate sale is. So when you said bed, it's just kind of like real foreign to him.
Yes.
So, yeah, no, that's really cool, though. I mean, you know, because the alternative would be not to go out and thrift or anything, and that's not a whole lot of fun. It's fun to do that thrifting, yeah.
Right.
So talk about the estate sales. How well do you do with them? Do you have much success?
We have, since I live in Dallas, there's a plethora of estate sale companies. And every weekend, there's probably 15 to 20 sales going on in the area. And so we hit those estate sales. I also have friends that have an estate sale company, and they're one of the best companies in Dallas. So we go to their sales a lot. And we get some of the best stuff at the estate sales.
Do they know you by name?
Some places do, and our favorite companies do.
Awesome. They love you, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, awesome.
what's your procedure then? So you go to that estate sale after lying down and having a good cup of coffee. You come home and then do you start listing straight away, or do you give that to the husband and you just I mean, do you do a different part of the business? Do you?
My husband will start on the pictures as soon as he can. He's a college student right now, so his homework comes first.
Oh, he's a college student. Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. So he's been unemployed for several months, and he's taking a night class to further his education, and he's looking for a job. And in the meanwhile, he's helping me with the eBay business. But he'll come home and he'll start taking the pictures, and I start researching them and seeing what prices I need to put on them. And as soon as he has a batch of pictures ready for me, I sit and list them.
Okay,
and
cool.
some days I might do 10 listings. Other days I might do 20. And just a week or two ago, I wanted to see if I could do 100 listings in 3 days.
Wow.
And I did it.
Wow,
Yeah,
very
mental.
awesome.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you around your pricing, right? Because you know, I love to talk to people. We love to talk to people about, you know, how they do different things. I'm seeing pricing like $17.71, $6.93, $10.01. What is the method to the madness
Yes.
of that?
Well, my method
Percentage.
is I do a lot of research on my prices, and I am not afraid to hold out for higher prices than what other people are doing. And what I do is, for instance, I might have a cookbook that other people are selling for $5, $6, $7. I do my research. I look at what it has sold for before. I look at what it's selling for on Amazon. And I might price it at $14.99 or $19.99. And then I run a sale. The prices you're seeing right now, I'm running 33% off everything in my store.
I noticed that, yeah.
So that's why you see some of the different prices, and it seems to be working for us.
Brilliant.
I price high, and as they say, I price high and let it fly.
Nice.
That's certainly a wrap. So, okay, this percentage thing, so you put the product on, and then do you group them as a percentage, or are you doing it individually? How does this percentage work for people who are not sure?
Well, right now, the entire store is 33% off. I did that in one of the sales through Markdown Manager.
Okay.
Sometimes I will set it up by category.
Wow.
For instance, I might have, if I'm trying to, we sell a lot of media, a lot of books, a lot of CDs. If I'm trying to clear out books and CDs, I might put those on 50% off to see if I can clear some out. But in the meanwhile, I might have jewelry on 25% off, or I might have games on 15% off. So I try to change it up every week or so, and see what happens.
That's it. No, exactly. It looks like you're doing well from it as well.
Yeah, this week we've had, I love selling to international customers. Mm-hmm. And this week we've had several things go to Canada, Australia. I sold a toy this morning that's going to Norway.
Nice.
All right, no one likes a bragger here, Barbara. Just kidding. That's awesome. And you know what I like also is I love your confidence. You know, you're not afraid to stay high on the price because you've done your research and you know that it may not sell today or this week, but you know that it has sold in the past for that price and hold your ground. That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's I will admit that sometimes it's tough. A while back, we weren't doing very well and things were not selling. And I started slashing the prices and almost giving things away. And a friend of mine said, whoa, wait a minute, Barbara, you need to maybe reevaluate this. And she encouraged me to raise my prices and run another sale. And it worked.
Wow, it's insane, isn't it? People, it's insane. My mum does clothes, and when she's in the country where we live, she has a certain price, but as soon as she goes up to London, she doubles the price and it sells. I mean, it's just people expect to, pay more for stuff. It's weird how that works.
Right.
I mean, I'm from Asia, and in Asia, we're trying to get the cheapest thing available. My sandals cost $1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's the high brand.
And he still talks them down, man. It's just crazy, man.
Yeah. No, so
I'm not very good at talking people down. If I go to an estate sale and they want a price for something, I don't haggle very well.
All
right. Well, you're going to have to go to the Ron LeBeau School of Haggling because I tell you, we don't pay price. We don't pay what they're asking on anything at all, because my mom taught me a long time ago they can shake their head one of two ways. So if you throw an offer out there and they don't like it, they can shake their head no.
That's good.
And the good news is you'll never see these people again, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, and that's the game. That's the thing I've learned is that's the game they're in as well. So they're playing the game. You've got to play the game, and everyone's playing the game.
They've got the discount built into their price.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ron and Ali will be right back after this short break.
Life is full of numbers. Our brains process literally hundreds of numbers and equations every hour of every day. When it comes to your business, give your brain a break as well as peace of mind that the numbers are figuring up as they should with MyCostPro. MyCostPro is an easy-to-use automated eBay bookkeeping program for Excel that imports sales data directly from your seller account. MyCostPro automatically generates accounting and performance reports to show you your true bottom-line profit. You can even view and edit active listing details such as price and quantity and relist unsold items directly from MyCostPro. All you need is Excel on your Windows PC. Take control of your business and free up those long nights of crunching the numbers. Visit MyCostPro.com for a 21-day no-obligation free trial using coupon code PODCAST, exclusively for So You Want to Sell on eBay podcast listeners.
Be sure to check out So You Want to Sell on eBay.com for the latest podcasts and all the information you need to get selling fast.
Let's talk about the shipping and stuff. So you're doing paid shipping on all the products, do you?
Yes, I do calculated shipping on everything.
So
we go back and forth between calculated, and sometimes we'll try free shipping. And I don't really notice a difference in our sales. So I like to stick with the calculated.
So when you say calculate, that's eBay's inbuilt system, is it? So you just set up your zone, your postcode or something, and then is that how it works, or you actually physically put in $22?
I just weigh everything and put the weight, and give people the option of picking first class or priority.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just ship it on. You got the local, I'm going to get the wording right, mailman come to your house?
Wow.
I've been working on my American. Thank you, everyone, for informing me. We call it postman or postwoman. Don't want to be the other way, but you call it mailman. So does the mailman come to your house?
Unfortunately, we have problems with our local post office. So my husband actually drives everything to a local post office to drop it off.
How far?
Now, are you in the part of Texas that has like 11-mile driveways?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to see.
I'm in Dallas and we're in a second floor condo.
Okay. Gotcha.
And,
So how
your
far?
car's
How
parked
far
right
do you,
out front.
Yeah. So
Yes,
how far is the
exactly.
mailman? How far? Not the mailman. How far is the post office?
how far is the post office we go to is about 15 minutes away.
Oh, so it's not bad. And you would do that
No.
journey once a day, would you, or once every other day?
No, we go every day. You buy it one day, I ship it the next. And if you buy it early enough in the morning, it gets shipped that day.
Ali, you're going to have to take over the interview here. I'm going through the books, Children and Young Adult, and I'm just having a flashback
So
of my childhood.
I wonder why you were so quiet, Ron. You know, normally you just can't shut him up, you know, but today he's found a book. Careful it's not like Hello Kitty or something.
Sammy the Seal by Sid Hoff was one of my favorite books ever.
I just listed that today. That's brand new. I just listed
I'm
that.
tearing up over here, but yeah, I get it.
Chucking Germany tissues on there as well. You know, God, you got a new stock here, but well, I'll just carry on doing all the work as per usual. So, Barbara, back to you, Barbara. It's not all about Ron. So, this is a busy time for you, Christmas and stuff like that, is it?
Yes, business has started picking up today.
So what have you done to prepare for it? I mean, what do you do? And then this is more for someone who's starting out, getting into eBay, and maybe this is their first Q4 season. They don't know what to do. What do you do to gear up and prepare for the rush of cool things that are going to happen to you this Q4?
Well, one of the first things I did the last couple of weeks was I made sure we had all the shipping supplies that we need. I stocked up on boxes, tape, envelopes, tissue paper, probably have way more than we need.
Yes.
But
well, you don't plan on going out of business anytime soon. You'll use it. You know.
No.
The little red caboose. Ali, they've got the little red caboose, man.
No way, Ron.
I'm sorry. Distracted. But go ahead. Carry on.
It's okay.
Ali.
We're not live, you know. It's fine. All this stuff. So, okay, this is a question I like to know, just because, you know, you're in the eBay world and you've been in it for a while. What's the weirdest thing you've sold? No pressure.
Oh, I know. My favorite, weirdest thing that we sold. You know the old 8 balls that have the little thing that you shake?
You ask it a question.
We sold a plastic Jesus magic 8-ball type thing. You shook.
How did you word that?
Pink plastic Jesus, and you asked the question, and then the little answers were things like read the Bible, go to church, I don't know. And it was one of the funniest things, and I had a lot of laughs, playing with that before it sold.
Yeah, I bet you did. So what do you do with stuff that doesn't sell, actually? That's a good question. So do you just keep it and give it away, or, how do you deal? Because you got so much stuff here.
Well, we take it to Goodwill. We box it up and take it to Goodwill. Right. We have a really small, my husband and I live in a 1-bedroom condo.
Okay.
And eBay inventory takes over our living room and now about half our bedroom. So
wow, I was going to say, you've got a lot of stuff listed right now, man.
We have over 1,500 items listed.
That's what I was going to say.
We keep it to small, manageable things. We don't have big, bulky items because we don't have room for them. That's why we sell a lot of books, CDs, clothing, small games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite Sleeping Beauty,
I've seen one here for you, Ron. Whatever Happens to Baby Horse. Maybe you should start reading that one.
You know the answer to that, don't you?
Yeah, it's a 1-pager.
Yeah. No, this is really cool. And, I'm sure your husband's out. You probably have him out slaving and getting the new thrifting, yeah?
No, he actually right now he's working on his homework for his college class.
I got you. Good. Sounds like you guys have a great system, of how things work, and you have your systems in place. We always talk about that, and having a 1-bedroom condo, one of the things we always like to do is eliminate excuses, so people that say, hey, we don't have room for any of this. We don't have room to run an eBay business. Not so much, right? I mean, you've got 1,500 items.
Right. It's not an excuse for us. Just keep it manageable.
Yeah.
Sell what you love, sell what you know. I have fun with it. So
are you guys doing this full time then, right?
For the time being, this is our income right now. Beautiful. He was working and lost his job in June. And so this is our income, our only income right now.
Nice.
Okay, well, you know what? You've got a great opportunity here to just blow this thing up, and continue, obviously, to do what you're doing here. This is just really cool stuff. I mean, you've got a lot of neat things. Again, her eBay store is Colson's Collectibles. It is really kind of a cool variety. I mean, you've got travel souvenirs, you've got Pez dispensers. I mean, seriously, you've got your own category for Pez dispensers. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Well, one time we had a big collection of Pez dispensers we were selling, so I have all kinds of categories for those big collections that we find.
So is there something that you wouldn't sell? I mean, or is it you're just like clothes, jewelry, whatever it is, stick it on there, have a look?
I can't think of anything we wouldn't sell. We've sold a little bit of anything, so... Yeah.
Must be fun, it must be fun. You go out, you go hunting, you put it on, you sell it. I mean, it seems fun.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I get to meet some great people, both at the estate sales and online in the different eBay groups that I'm in, and
wow. Yeah, and I got to quit looking at your stuff here because I'm in the movies and DVD section, and The Last Man on Earth DVD with Vincent Price. I mean, seriously, have you ever wondered what it'd be like to be the last person on Earth? Okay, let's not go there.
What's wrong with you today, Ronald? Sorry, people who are listening to the show. It's been a while, Ron. We don't let him out of his office that much. He's bringing back memories. We're now starting a new podcast show. So it's brilliant. So where do you see yourself, Barbara? Just focus on me, Barbara. Just don't worry about him. Where do you see yourself in the future, Barbara? You're going to expand this. You're going to get warehouses. You're going to have thousands of workers.
Oh, no, I don't think it'll ever be that big, but my husband and I would like to move one day soon, and I'd like to have more room for a little bit more inventory.
Yep.
Well, don't say that you don't. Here's what I can tell you. We've interviewed a lot of people. And we've interviewed a lot of people that make $10,000 up to $150,000 per month on eBay, and they all start by selling things around their house. So don't say, you might be able to say, I don't expect it to get that high, but don't be surprised when it does, because sky's the limit, man. And with your attitude and the way you guys, your systems that you guys have in place, you can really take this thing as far as you need to go or want to go.
That would be cool.
And they all have a similar thing to you, but they all have passion. And that's the sort of key with this. It's not like I'll put something up and expect it to sell. There's some flaws. Like you said, you saw that it wasn't selling for a while, so then your friend told you to up the prices. There's things like that. You've got to keep working on it. It's an actual business. That's what the successful people see this as a proper business.
Yeah,
yep.
I'm always changing things up. If one title's not working, I might switch the words around on the title, and I might change out the pictures. You have to keep up with what's working and what's not working.
Definitely.
True.
Definitely. So, okay. So what the first thing I need you to do before we finish this show, because I got so many questions here, but the first thing you want to do is you want to block Ron's IP, okay? Because he's getting a bit weird. He's turning into a stalker here, Barbara. So block his IP, but thank you so much for joining. I mean, seriously, you've really got some nice stuff here. Again, just another proof, another proof that, you can sell anything. You don't necessarily have to niche down. And you can have fun with it, can't you, Barbara?
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be doing anything else right now.
Why would you want to? I mean, what else is there to do? So, no, it's brilliant. We're going to have to get you back on once you move your house and stuff and up your inventory there. But thank you so much for joining us, Barbara. You've really been an inspiration.
Oh, you're welcome. This has been fun. Thank you.
We're not scary, are we? I mean, Ron's a bit weird, but...
No!
That's cool. We'll post all the notes from today's interview on our show notes page, which can be found at www.soyouwannasellonebay.com/show notes. Barbara, before you leave us, how can everyone get hold of you?
Well, I have my Facebook page for Colson's Collectibles, and I have my eBay page, Colson's Collectibles. Mm-hmm. And I also have a Facebook group if you sell vintage items. It's Vintage eBay and Etsy Sellers on Facebook. And come check it out. Brilliant.
Oh, that's great. I mean, Facebook groups are good. So we'll post all of those in the show notes page, which you can go to. So check out Barbara's information over there. Also, we have a survey, drum roll, ding, 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 ding. We've finally got a little bit, not too much because we don't want to go over the top here, but a little bit formal where we've asked her one question. So if you can go to soyouwannasellonebay.com/survey, it's a one question. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to gather as much information from people about what your struggles might be, selling on eBay and stuff like that. So that's soyouwannasellonebay.com/surveys, all one word. Apparently saying it 3 times is really lucky, Ron. So I'll say it again. soyouwannasellonebay.com/surveys. Barbara, thank you so much for joining us. Ron, do you want to say something?
Yes, it's actually survey singular. There's no S at the end, but go ahead.
That's just the accent.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
That's how we say it in England.
So now you have to say it 3 times correctly. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, forget it.
So soyouwannasellonebay.com/survey. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to the show. Thank you very much for joining us, Barbara. From everyone here at
thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. And from everyone here at So You Want to Sell on eBay, I'm Ali Young.
And I'm Ron LeBeau.
That's all for this episode of So You Want to Sell on eBay. Be sure to check out our next episode or any past episodes by going online to soyouwannasellonebay.com. Also, be sure to follow us on your favorite social media sites, facebook.com/So You Want to Sell on eBay, and Twitter @Your eBay Podcast. Thanks for listening. And until next time, happy selling.
Have an idea for a topic or know someone who would like to be on the show? Let us know. Just go to www.soyouwannaselloneebay.com/interview. We look forward to hearing from you. This podcast was produced in part by Pro VoiceWorks.